Hello, today I want to introduce you with my project related to my midterm assignment. So that project is related to my master's thesis. So it's called Socrates AI. It's a virtual mentor that helps students, especially freshmen, uh, to learn programming. So it helps programmer students to learn faster because it provides some hints and some individual tailored help. Um, so let's start. Um, um, so here I covered almost all my code with unit and integration test that checks for different problems and prevent many concerns during the build and the deploying of the project. So I want to introduce you with testings and the CI execution and the quality gates that I also defined. Um, so here I successfully implemented CI pipeline that every time, every commit and a pull try to run all these tests in order to know that our build is successful. So let's try to run our job. Um, Here we see. Let's look at our um, backend test in more detailed way. So it's starting our coverage tests. Um, so now it's just preparing the environment by setting up Java, like setting up all the needed libraries in order to test. So as you see, all the tests now running. Um, yes. So as you can see in this logs, we have 87 tests, and all of them executed successfully. So it overall our CI the deploy build was successfully done. So also I used Jcoco and uh, uh, and also Views coverage test tool that evaluates our coverage test, so you can easily download them from here easily. And then we can see um, our coverage. So I have already tested this my project. So I have already have reports, and I can demonstrate you um, coverage of my um, coverage of my backend services. So as you can see, we have instructions coverage and the branch coverage. As you see, I have 80 percentage. That is quite solid, and it aligns with my threshold. Also, we can see branch coverage, which is almost 60 percentage, which is also very solid because branch coverage, it means that it tests uh, all the like trees, all the possible situations in if else statements, like all the scenarios. So it's quite solid, I think. Um, so almost all core logic in my virtual mentor was covered, like mentor policy, interaction service that collects logs, uh, task service analyzers, all the main and the core logic that is very valuable and significant in my project is covered well. So um, So let's look at my front end coverage that I also have done recently. So we can just easily see the coverage of all the components, service and stores that I covered inside. So um, as you can see, the coverage is like entirely, like my project entirely covered with tests. So we can see all the components that we have inside that already covered, like all service, Mento service, and the WebSocket. All of them was covered on some basic scenarios for them, for login, for registering, for like turning on WebSocket, and also my AUS store. So as you can see, I have solid coverage. So and I can show you all the types of the tests that we have. We have all the like basic tests for controller, for API tests, like some mock MVC, some asserts for some for request types, like bad request for 400 or 500, like server error. Also, we have some simple end-to-end test, which also checks whole some basic scenarios for example authorization, like trying to accessing, for example, some tasks from our virtual mentor without token. It shouldn't allow us to show this content, this task, without any token. And I covered all the basic um, scenarios for user, and it's API based. We just like requesting our API, like providing some request body. Then we're just asserting, like expecting some information that how it should be done actually, um, and also um, some because I also use here my LLM in order to provide feedback. It generates for some feedback. So we also should to like test these APIs. For example, I have some Gemini API for generating text for feedback. And it also should to correspond for some structure. And when it like align with the structure, so it asserts correctly that okay, we have a like correct connection for my Gemini API. So we have all the types of the test as you see, like unit test for tiny services, for some like regular services that do not that is not quite is not quite important, but also we have we covered with test um, all the service that is high risk, that is very important for us. As you can see, it's with my mentor analyzer. Um, Also, we have some tests for transactions in order to understand how our database layer works. Is it works well? Does it works well? For example, we like trying to save something, and we asserting is it like um, is it correctly saved in our database? As you can see, and that's all. We tested all the scenarios, all the layers, DB layers, transactional layers, API, and end-to-end tests. So all whole application was covered correctly with tests. And as you can see, everything is covered well. Um, as you can see, our also we implemented a full CI pipeline, which shows us which like implements successfully. It covers both backend and front-end tests, and provides us also coverage reports. So um, all the requirements from the midterm was implemented. All the quality gates and all the metrics uh, was presented in my report. So uh, since from assignment 2, like since assignment 2, I've done large progress. I've added many tests after second assignment, and I like expanded my CI pipeline. So, and my backend and the front end was covered well. As you can see, all the high risk models is like above 80 percentage, 18 80 90 percentage, as well as front end also covered almost entirely. And all the full suite runs for backend and front end was successfully uh, um, successfully run without any flaky moments, flaky tests. So everything is well. As you can see, so I think that's all. We covered everything, and um, we have quality gates also that I observed some basic quality gates that we should pass during the testing. Like backend pass rate should be 100, and it actually, as I said, run successfully. All the tests run without any errors. So, and also I have some thresholds for backend line coverage as quality gate. It should be above 80 percentage, and it aligns with this quality gate also, as I presented you in report. And also we have almost like just more than 50 percentage of branch coverage, which is pretty solid. And the same for front end, which also fully covered and aligns with all the requirements, like above than 60, 50 percentage, and it almost entirely also covered. Um, as you can see, um, from since second assignment, I re-evaluated all the critical and important modules, and covered all of them with the test, and and made them more secure and more like more reliable, as you can see. And I think that's all. Um, everything works fine. I can little bit demonstrate my project. So it's just some simple application which allows us writing code, some some basic code. You can write something maybe. Um, for example, mm, some basic code, and we can run it in our mentor feedback. Actually provides us some feedback, and all this software is covered with tests. Um, so that's all. Thank you very much for the attention. Thank you. Goodbye.